This is the Calculus Pre-Lecture series. I'm Brandon Ashley, and this video will be on sequences. So a sequence is just an ordered list of numbers. So for example, we can look at the sequence 1, 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, 1/5, and so on. And this is a sequence with the first term, which we'll write as A1, is 1. The second term, A2, is 1/2. The third term, A3, is 1/3, and so on. And if we wanted to know the nth term of this sequence, we would have to find a formula for AN, the nth term of the sequence. And it's not too hard to see. The formula should be 1 over n. For our second example, we could come up with the terms here. We'd say that B1 is equal to 1, B2 is equal to -1, B1 is equal to, or B3 is equal to 1, and it just keeps alternating after that. And so if we want to know the nth term, B sub n, we'd say it looks like -1 to some power, and we need to check the powers. If we just put n here, when n equals 1, I would have -1, but my B1 term is positive, so I can adjust this by putting +1 there. So we can talk about the convergence or divergence of a sequence, and we say if the terms of a sequence get arbitrarily close to one number, as n goes to infinity, the sequence will converge, or it converges. So we could check this with our last example. If we took the limit as n goes to infinity of a sub n, the nth term of our sequence, that would just be the limit as n goes to infinity of 1 over n, because that's what the formula was for our sequence. And we know that this limit just goes to 0. So since 0 is one number, we'd say the sequence, sometimes we write it like this, a sub n as n goes from 1 to infinity. The sequence a sub n as n goes from 1 to infinity converges, and it converges to the value 0. If we look at our second example, we'd say the limit as n goes to infinity of b sub n is just the limit as n goes to infinity of -1 to the n plus 1. And as we let n go out to infinity, we just keep getting terms, -1, +1, -1, +1. So the limit here does not exist. We'll just write D and E for does not exist. And since the limit did not exist, we say the sequence, this time it's B sub n from n equals 1 to infinity, diverges.